Hi everyone, very good afternoon to all of you. I hope all of you are doing good and are keeping yourself safe during this pandemic. Okay. Today we will discuss about the importance of soft skills in professional life. Okay. What we will discuss? We will discuss the importance of soft skills in professional life. Okay. First of all, there is some point. Okay, what do we mean by soft skills? Okay. What exactly soft skills are? What do we mean by hard skills? Okay. Soft skills are those skills which makes your work easy or makes which makes you to stand out in your job. Okay, or these are some of the desirable skills or desirable qualities to perform any job. Okay, now what do we mean by desirable means, so for example, you are a accountant. For an accountant, it is mandatory that he should have very good skills. He should have very good command in doing his accounting work. Okay, he should be able to do all the kind of entries. He should know about how to write vouchers, how to make vouchers, how to print vouchers, how to record vouchers, how to analyze the statements, how to rectify statements. These all are the things what a accountant should know. But apart from it, if he is very good on communication skills, if he is very good on computer skills means other skills what are required for a computer teacher. If he's good on, if he's a good motivator, if he's a good team player, if he's a good, he's having good team spirit, he is good on communication skills, he's good on presentation skills. So these all the things what I'm talking are the part of soft skills. So these all are the soft skills what are required for any job. Okay, these soft skills are are the one what helps a person a lot to grow in his or her career. Okay, he can do his best if he is having all these skills as well with the skill sets what are required to do a job, exactly to do a job. So like I discussed for the accountant, same it would be in the case of data scientist, same would be in the case of uh, marketing, or same would be case in the sales, in a sales guy, same would be in the case of HR. It is for everyone. Okay, so that's the one way. Okay, now I'm going to share a presentation with you all. I hope you can see my screen now. Can you please confirm whether you can see my screen or not? Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Good, 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 good. Thanks. So, first of all, importance of soft skills in professional life. We will discuss about it. Like I told you, exactly what are the soft skills? Soft skills are the desirable qualities required for a job with the hard skills. Okay. Now we have understand what are the hard skills, what are the soft skills. Now, what are the most demanded soft skills? What are the most demanded soft skills? Most demanded soft skills are communication skills, interpersonal skills, your public speaking skills, leadership skills, conflict management, decision making, time management, stress management, adaptability, and problem solving. These are some of the most demanded soft skills that are required or that a person should possess to do best in his or her career. Okay. Now we will discuss about the soft skills. So there are some other parts of it as well, like communication skills, interpersonal skills, as we discussed in the previous slide also, public speaking skills, leadership skills, conflict management. Conflict management is one of the skills that is very good a person should have to make the healthier work environment. Decision making, you should be very good on decision making. That if you are given some situations, then you should be very good to make the prompt decisions. Time management, how well you can manage your time. Time management is the skill that helps you to how to prioritize your duties, prioritize your work, so that what is the most important can be done first, and what are the relevant or comparatively less important can be done later on. If the most important thing or what is the mandatory to be done is done first, then you can, you can be stress free or you will feel good. Stress management, how you can manage the stress. Every person to have so many roles and responsibilities to play in his or her career. May be a homemaker, be a farmer, be a cricketer, be a whosoever is there, be a data analyst, be a private employer, be a private employee, be a government employee, anybody whosoever is there, everyone do have his own roles and responsibilities, including his home, house, as well as official, as well as some other responsibilities, social, uh, mm, uh, natural, different kind of responsibilities everyone do have. So how they manage their responsibilities is the important, and how they do not let the stress be up on them. Okay, now communication skills. Why this communication skills? What exactly
Sir,
communication is?
sir, the
Yeah.
previous slide I am just noting.
Sorry.
Sir, the previous slide I was just noting 2 points, sir.
Yeah, please note down. But you need not to worry. If you could not note down any point here, you can note down in further slides. All these points will be covered in next slide itself. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Are you done with it?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So communication skills. Why you need communication skills? Why is there requirement of communication skills? Okay. Why it is looked at by employers? How you can gain it? How you can be good on communication skills? What exactly is the meaning of the communication skills? What do you think? Speaking in English is a communication skills? Is is it something that is the communication? If I, we, you, anyone who can speak in English is a good communicator? No. Good communication is exactly that how you can deliver your message, and the person to whom you are delivering your message can be understood by that person. Okay, means the sender means the person who is speaking, and the receiver, the person who is listening to you, can understand the message, is the basic goal of communicating. Okay, both written and verbal communication skills are of utmost importance in the workplace, because tone they set the tone for how people perceive you. Okay, they also improve your chance of building relationship with the co-workers. Communication skills boost performance because they help you to extract clear expectations from your manager, so that you can deliver excellent work. Okay, why employer look for it? Why employer does look for it? Workers are more productive when they know how to communicate with the their peers, their boss, their subordinates. Okay, if you can clearly express the who, what, when, where, why, and how a project, you will be a hot ticket. Okay, so how you can gain it? One way to hone your communication and presentation skills to join is Toastmaster classes, a national organization that offers public speaking workshops. Okay, next is teamwork. Why do you need teamwork? A company's success is
Sir,
their
what is Toastmaster? Sir,
Toastmaster is a group, or Toastmaster is a platform. Okay, that is a organization where you can join, and it is basically to offer public speaking workshops. That how the public speaking workshops can be done, or how the public speaking workshops can be done. You can
sir,
do Google.
our class is a Toastmaster.
No, not it is not exactly. That is a a core group. That is a kind of we can say ki a kind of organization in itself. They are basically to
Sir,
help to people.
is it in organization or it is a different body?
It's actually a kind of organization, or a kind of platform, like where you can learn how to learn the public speaking skills. You can do Google more about it. You will get to know more details about it.
Sure, sir. Thank you.
Next is teamwork. Why do you need it? What exactly the teamwork do you mean it? Teamwork is something that in at a place, at a workplace. Say for example, there is a project. Okay, at a project, if only one person is deployed, okay, and he completes one part, then he completes another part, then he completes another part of that project. Okay, it will take long time. But at the same time, if many people are deployed, say for example there are 10 parts of a single project and 10 people are deployed to complete that project, then it can be completed very easily. Each and every person will be working on his individual model or part, we can say, but that is a teamwork. Okay, 10 people are working on a single project, but there should be good teamwork spirit, or there should be a good coordination between them. Coordination means what? Coordination means a person who should complete his time on time, complete his time on time, he should do. It's not like he was expected to do something else and he's doing something else. It should not be like that. A person should have, if a person is lacking behind somewhere, okay, then he or the other person should take him also with them. If a person is lacking behind in the team, then other person should help him out. If a person is growing highly in a team, then what other people should do? Other people also should help him out to grow more. That is the teamwork. Okay, grow more in terms of his personal teamwork. In teamwork, what happens in teamwork, there is always a win-win situation. It comes when we talk about the performance of a team, then yeah, definitely the individual performance is measured. Give me a second, please. Let me take there are two people who are waiting. In teamwork, what happens? In teamwork, persons to work individually, people's contribution used to be there. Okay, but in that of individual, contribution, a teamwork is seen. What exactly the team is doing. Okay,
Sir, screen is
teamwork
not
is
on.
seen over there. The whole. Sorry.
The screen was not on.
Sure.
The slide.
Give me a second. Give me a second. These people are coming. Study session was late and other people are coming so late now. Are you not able to see my screen yet?
Yes, the screen is just blank.
Yeah. Give me a second. Give me a second. Correct. Now you can see, I think so, no? So a company success is really depend on one person doing something all by him or herself. Success is the result of many people's a common goal. Okay. When employees can synthesize their varied talents, everyone wins. Uh, Bonus, having friends at work can also boost your job satisfaction. Okay. And why employees look for it? Why it is required? So that is very
sorry to
simple. They
disturb
look
you.
forward for it. So that the
Sir,
Yeah.
sorry to disturb you, sir. Just
Yeah,
didn't
come
got
please come.
getting any PPT. Sir, we are not getting
Sorry.
that PPT that was going on. Sir, that PPT.
This PPT, na. Actually,
Yes,
I'm
sir.
saying कि why you need it. Teamwork is required. Okay.
Sure.
A company success is really dependent. It means any company is not dependent, or a company success is not dependent on a person. It's for example, there is a person in a company, okay, and he performs very well. Then it's not possible that company can do or company can become successful. Okay, company can only be successful if all the people who are working in that organization are doing their best. Okay, that is the meaning of this first. Success is the result of many people working towards a common goal. What exactly success is? The same thing it is saying also, what I told right away. Okay. uh, when employees can synthesize their varied talent, when the many people do have different kind of talent, and if they synthesize it, if they make it in a single direction, then it helps a company to achieve its goal, or to achieve its, or to reach up to its success. That is the only point. Okay. Now, why employers look for it? What is the reason that employer look for a teamwork or teamwork skills? Skills that is required for or the people who are good team player. What do we mean by team player? If persons are able to do good in team also, that is, that is called team player. Okay. So employers look to team players to help build a friendly office culture. What? So that a friendly office culture can be made, which helps to retain employees and in turn attracts top talent. If employee retention will be good in any organization, then it helps to attract top talents. Okay. So furthermore, being able to collaborate well with your coworkers strengthens the quality of your work. If the coworkers will be good at, collaborate. Collaborate means if they are able to do their work collaboratively well together, then their quality of work will be improved. Now how you can attain it? For this to generate good will, lend a hand when you see a coworker in need. Coworker in need means when a person is going down. So like I told you in initial, if there is a project and 10 people are deployed in a project, okay, and if someone is not doing good, is not able to do good, then other people help him out. That is the only way. Okay. Next comes adaptability. Adaptability is what? Adaptability is all about how you can adapt new things, how you can uh, become sustainable in a changed environment or in a changed technology. Like nowadays, this is very competitive era, and now things are changing day by day. Okay. Now, how you can acquire new skills, how you can adapt to the new environment, or how you can adapt to the technologies being coming into the market day by day. So that is the all. Soft skills helps you to manage reality, and the reality is things don't always go as planned. So instead of digging in your heels, you need to be able to pivot and find alternate solutions. What you need to do is you need to find alternate solutions. Now, why employers look for it? The speed of change in any given workplace is so rapid. What is nowadays? Things are changing so rapidly, like I told. Okay, so it's very much required that the people should be adaptable, or people should have flexibility to work. Okay, now time is not like that. 9 to 5 you are working. That's it. No, COVID again. If we take the current scenario, COVID has taken or has learned people a lot. Nowadays people are working from home. They are working from 9 a.m. to night 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., 9 a.m. to 10 p.m., but at the same time they are getting some liberty also. They are staying with their family. They are getting, so it's all about the changing environment, how you can think, how you can adapt to the new changes. So problems, what do we mean by problem solving? Nowadays, I'm not going into this slide. Okay, I'm just telling you I'm not going to read you through the lines. Lines, exactly the written lines are already written there. I'm going to tell you the purview, or I'm going to tell you about brief details about it. Problem solving is all about, there are two kind of people. Okay, say for example, I'm a member in a team. Okay, and I go to my boss, sir, this is a problem, how to get it solved. Tell me any solution. There are other kind of people also who comes up with a problem. Sir, this is the problem, but this is the problem, solution for it is this. Okay, who will be admired more? Definitely the second person who come to know the problem and do have a solution as well. Okay, he will be praised. He will be appraised. Okay, he will be praised as well as he will be appraised. So when something goes wrong, you can either complain or take action. What you can do? Either you can complain to someone or you can take action. It's the latter that will get you noticed. Knowing how to think on your feet can make you indispensable to an employer. It can make you indispensable. That if you will come up with the solutions to any problem, any problem arising, okay, then employer will never make you dispense, or you will be indispensable. Okay, so why employers look for it? Nothing is a given. Companies rely on problem solvers. What company does? Companies are nowadays relying on the problem solvers. Okay, they are top performers to navigate unexpected challenges. In companies nowadays, every day comes so many challenges that are quite unexpected. Okay, so to navigate these challenges, companies do look for such kind of problem solving skills. Now, how to attain it or how to gain it? Always approach your boss with a solution, not a problem. Okay, so when an issue crops up, sit down and think through how you are going to address it before bringing it to your boss attention. Okay, so this is the problem solving. Critical observation, what do we mean by critical observation? Critical observation means how deeply we do analyze something. Okay, how deeply we do observe the things. So data doesn't mean much. This is particularly for the people who are doing data science course, who are into marketing jobs, because in marketing job it's required that how you can observe the behavior of the other person who is sitting in front of you, to whom you are going to make sales. Okay, or how you can analyze the data, how you can observe the data, what are the trends in the data nowadays. Nowadays uh, on an average 40 to 50% of the market depends upon the data observation only. So data doesn't mean much if you don't know how to interpret it. So if there is a pattern emerging, what else should you be looking for? Being a critical observer can help to make you better worker all around. Okay, now why employers look for it? Companies need critical thinkers, people who bring fresh perspective, offer an intuitive solutions and ideas to help the company to get leg up on the competition or improve internal processes. What does the employer look for? They look for people who can come up with the new solutions, who can come up with the things that can make some sense, that can they can come up with new ideas, that they can come up with the uh, some observations from the data or maybe any situation or any of the perspective. Okay, now how do you can gain it, how to gain critical observation, how you can gain these skills. To be a critical observer, you need to be able to analyze information, put it to use. What you need to do is you just need to say okay, let the things keep on going. No, you should not keep it like this, but what you should do, you should observe the things carefully so that you can gain these skills. And now it comes to conflict resolution, how you can resolve, find out solution to any conflict is all about if there is arising something different point of view of different peoples. When we are working in a team, then there comes different perspectives or different point of views of different people. So there may arise some conflict, maybe in the team, maybe in the family, maybe in the home, maybe in any public place. There could be conflicts. Okay, so you should learn these skills, how you can manage the conflict. Okay, anytime you put more than one person into an organization, there is going to be conflict. Okay, so it's human nature. It's human nature. When more than one people will be there at a place, then you should be able to manage the conflict. That how you can manage the conflict. Why employer want it? Being able to constructively work through the disagreements with the people is sure indicator of maturity. If you are mature enough, then you can handle any situation. You can handle the conflict in any organization at any place. Okay, how to gain it? The best way to resolve disagreements between co-workers is to address issues directly but dedicatedly. Okay, whatever issues anybody is having, you should address their issues, that also directly and dedicatedly. You should not take the things for granted. Okay, now it comes to leadership, how you can gain leadership skills. Leadership skills are all by taking some extra initiatives, taking some more pain, take responsibilities, taking points. Okay, so why do you need it? Having confidence and clear vision can help influence your co-workers and get them on board with your ideas now and in the future. Okay, so displaying such leadership quality skills helps you to gain visibility within an organization, which can lead to more opportunities for promotions or for salary bumps. Okay, when you work in any organization, then it is most important that you do have very good leadership skills. Leadership skills are always required to any person, because leaders are the one who lead others. Okay, if now leaders are not, there is a huge difference between a leader and a boss. Boss people are someone who just direct people that you do it. They just do orders to people. No, order is something that anybody can give. If someone is having power, then definitely he can give orders. No, but leadership is something that you can make your peoples to do the things for you at their own. Okay, people should be such that they can do the things at their own. Okay, they should themselves should have such kind of things ki, yeah, this is my duty, they should be so much motivated by the leader that they at themselves can do the things. Okay, and leaders show the way at his own. Leader should not be like that case. Okay, you go ahead and back. No, leader should behave in such a way that he should say ki, yeah, you come behind me, I'm moving ahead. Okay, let me do it, then you do it. So what are the benefits of, what are the importance of soft skills? Improved retention rate. When your employees are having soft skills, then improved retention rate. Employees will retain for more time in your company. Improved satisfaction. There will be satisfaction in the employees. They will be more satisfied. Because they will not be having conflict at that workplace. They will be having clear vision. They will be having clear communication skills. A hierarchy. All the things will be there. Improve teamwork, definitely. When your members in your team do have teamwork, or are good team players, then they will have good improved teamwork. If all these things will be there, productivity will automatically improved. Okay, now improve leadership. Now when the people then how to become a leader, then everyone will be trying to become a leader, and when someone is trying to do it, definitely they'll be doing good, or they automatically their performances will be improved. Grow a network. Automatically, when a communication will be good, when there is a good communication hierarchy in your team, or in your company, it will automatically grow a network. Okay, people will have good relationship with the internal interdepartments. Generally, people do have good communication and networking within a department. But if you will do it, if you will implement all these things, if the people at your workplace will be having good soft skills, then it will help you out, or if it will help to make a good network in the internally in the company. Facilitate growth. Definitely these all the things will facilitate growth. Maintain good relationship. Such all the qualities in the peoples, or in the persons who are at workplace, will maintain good relationship, and will gain confidence as well. Okay, they the people who are working, they will gain confidence. Professional development, obviously there will be professional development of the people. They will be knowing their limitations, they will be knowing their rights, they will be knowing their uh, exact boundaries, till how long or till what extent they go up to. With this, I'll say thanks to every one of you. Thank you so much for giving your precious time for